Hey, 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 beautiful people. Welcome to the latest episode of Kiande's Music Review. Of course, I'm your boy Kiande, and I'm always excited to share this time with you. It is almost 2020. We're in the last couple days of 2019, and my God, did this year go by fast. But we had some wonderful music. We've talked about some wonderful music, and I just want to do a recap of my favorite albums of 2019. So if you're here for that today, if you enjoy this video, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. I truly, truly appreciate you. So let's jump right into it. As always, I have my sweet tea. I have this wonderful music playing. And most of all, I have you beautiful people to share this moment with. All right. So 2019 had some incredible releases that range from R&B to jazz to funk and everything in between and beyond. And we've talked about some of those albums, but there are more albums that I haven't had a chance to discuss yet, but I want to give you an overview of what has moved me this year. But before we get into that, a couple people have asked me why I started this channel, and the answer is very simple. I've been a music critic and a music writer for many years in various arenas, but I've always been a music lover, and this is another avenue to share my love of music with the world. So that's why I'm here. That's why I do this. I started this channel back in June 2019, so it hasn't been a full year yet, but I've enjoyed every step of the way. Slowly, it's growing with subscribers, with likes and shares, and it's still finding its audience. But I'm looking forward to ways to build upon this channel and to expand our reach. But it's all about having fun, and it's all about the love of music, and I never, ever want to lose that focus. So as you noticed, I only do positive reviews of music that I've loved, but down the road I may do some more critical reviews, but I will never do anything that I just did not enjoy or did not connect with. There's really no need to get into that. So that's what I'm going to continue with. Music that has moved me, and I want to share with you. All right, so we're going to jump into the albums. Again, 2019 had some incredible albums by diverse artists, and I'm just going to go through each of them. I'm leaving some things out, and I'm not trying to slight anybody, but charge it to my head, not my heart. All right, so I'm not going to give reviews of each of these albums because I don't even know how many there are. But I'm just going to give you a couple words on how I would describe the project, all right? So some of them I reviewed, some of them may get a review later in 2020, but we'll see, all right? So let's jump right into the first one. The first one actually is on vinyl. I did not buy the CD, and that is the latest album by Daniel Caesar called Case Study 01. It was released June 2019, and I call this, I'm losing myself, I call this experimentally soothing. I'm still getting to know Daniel Caesar as an artist, and I'm enjoying what I've heard so far. All right. So the next album we have, I did do a review on, and it's the one that's playing right now, and it's by singer-songwriter-producer Tony Momrell and his album Best Is Yet to Come. It was released April 2019, and I call it uplifting and soul satisfying. Great project, all right? So now we have singer-songwriter that you may or may not be familiar with, and that is Aaron Abernathy and his album Epilogue, which was released February 2019. I call it vulnerable and moving. Aaron is such an interesting artist. He has a very unique sound, unique voice, unique style. Check him out if you get a chance, all right? Next up, we have an incredible artist, and that is Esperanza Spalding and her album 12 Little Spells, which was released March 2019. I call it uncompromising and melodic. You never know what to expect from Esperanza Spalding. She goes in so many different directions. Each album is different, And she's not an easy listen. She's not a casual listen. You have to pay attention because she takes you in so many different places. But 12 Little Spells is a great project. All right. Now we have jazz vocalist, jazz icon, jazz veteran, the late great Betty Carter, and her posthumously released album, The Music Never Stops, which is a live recording that was finally revealed to the world in March 2019. I call it a beautiful piece of history because that's what her music, all of her music is. She's definitely an underrated and underappreciated jazz vocalist, but she is at the top of jazz vocalists. All right. Next is an album that I reviewed earlier. These that I reviewed, please go to my other videos and check them out. But this is by the icon, the legend, the master, the genius himself, Prince, and his album Originals, which was brought to the world in June 2019, and I call it Raw and Original. That's what it is. Check that out. I'm sure many of you guys already have it. All right. Now we have Brittany Howard and her solo debut called Jamie, which was released September 2019. I call it bold and diverse. Many of you may know her from the band Alabama Shakes. She was with them for a while, but she has done her solo album, and it's very diverse. It's very different. It's very different from what she did with Alabama Shakes, and I'm digging it. I'm digging it. All right. Next, we have the hip-hop icon himself, Common, in his album Let Love, which debuted to the world in August 2019, and it is iconically Common. That's what I'm going to call it. All right. Now we have the sophomore album from Khalid. It's called Free Spirit. It came to us May 2019, and I call it versatile and bright. It's slightly different from his first album, but it's still good and satisfying. All right, next up we have the collective known as Tuxedo and their third album, Tuxedo 3, which came August 2019, and it is 80s inspired R&B and funk. I did a review on that one as well. All right. Now we have the genius himself, Marvin Gaye, and his posthumously released album, You're the Man, which came March 2019, and it is classic Marvin. It is a collection of unreleased material, an unreleased album that the world finally got a chance to hear. All right. Next up, we have gospel singer-songwriter Gene Moore and his second offering, which is called Tunnel Vision. It came August 2019, and I call it contemporary and inspiring. He has such a wonderful voice, such a wonderful style that's uplifting, and you will be blessed by what he has to offer. All right? Now we have the current album from Angie Stone called Full Circle. I did do a review of this one, so check that out. It was released July 2019, and I call it soulful and sassy, which is what Angie Stone has always been. All right. Next, we have independent artist William Kirk. I don't know if you guys are familiar with him, but he's an incredible artist, and this is his album Willionaire, which came out in August 2019. I call it independently brilliant. William Kirk. All right. Next up, we have BJ the Chicago Kid and his album 1123, which I did review. It was released July 2019, and I call it modern day soul. That's what it is. All right. Now we have the debut album from Nicole Buss. You guys may know her from her single You, and it's been blowing up. It's been everywhere. Her album debuted October 2019, and I call it raw and hard hitting. Great project. All right. Next, we have a collective known as Pieces of a Man. This is their album Made in Pieces, which was released July 2019. I call it boundary bending and sonically sound. Great project. Check that out. All right. Next, we have something that I reviewed as well, and that is the current album from Raphael Sadiq called Jimmy Lee. Great project. It was released August 2019. I describe it as revealing and honest. He shared a lot on this album. All right. Next, we have PJ Morton and his album Paul, which was released August 2019. I call it rich and relatable. I recently saw him in concert. Great album, great show. All right. Next, we have jazz vocalist Jasmia Horn and her sophomore album Love and Liberation, which came to us August 2019, and I call it Courageous and Fearless. Great project. Next, another sophomore album from singer-songwriter Gallant and his offering, which is called Sweet Insomnia, which came to us in October 2019. I call it contemporary and imaginative. All right. So those are the albums that I've enjoyed. Again, there's some other ones that I did not include in this video. Again, my mind, not my heart. But I wanted to give you just some highlights of some things that I've loved this year. But the last two that I have are absolutely my top 2 favorite albums of 2019. And this one is by Anderson .Paak and his album Ventura, which was released April 2019. And I absolutely loved this album. I call it diversely soulful, which is what it was, which is what it is. And it hit me just at the right time. It was exactly what I needed. So if you don't have that, check it out. I also did a review of that one, so you'll know how much I love it if you watch that video. All right. So the last one that I have is by singer-songwriter producer Mr. Rahsaan Patterson and his album Heroes and Gods, which was released May 2019. I call it ambitiously soulful. Yes, Rahsaan Patterson, we've been waiting for this one for about 8 years, and he finally delivered, and what a delivery. Great album. So those are my highlights for 2019. I look forward to more music in 2020. I look forward to more conversations with you, and I just love the music that I have. But I also attended some great concerts this year. I did reviews on a few of them. Anita Baker, of course, I reviewed her show in June as well as December. Both amazing shows. I attended Rahsaan Patterson's show, and the shows, actually 2 shows, and they were incredible. I attended Stokely Williams and the Men of Vocals. Awesome. PJ Morton just gave us some Saturday Night Church. That's what that was. A Guapole, beautiful show. And I didn't attend this specific show, but it was recorded the year I was born, but it was finally released. And that is Aretha Franklin's Amazing Grace, which we now have on DVD to enjoy. So those are some of the concerts that I enjoyed this year. And again, I look forward to more of that in 2020. I have Raphael Sadiq coming up in January. I'm so excited about seeing him. But yeah, that's what I have for you. This is what we're talking about. If I've missed something, which I already know, please forgive me. But if there's some things that you enjoyed this year, please leave in the comments. Let me know some things that I may have missed. I know I've missed some things this year. But I just want to say Happy New Year to you guys. I wish you the best of luck and many blessings in 2020. I'm excited about having more conversations and dialogue with you guys. But I want you guys to be safe, be healthy, and take care of yourself, all right? So remember, it's all about music, it's all about love, and until we meet again, take care. Peace.